The casino is an exhilarating yet dangerous place, like a ruthless mirror reflecting the greed, impulsiveness, and fluke-seeking tendencies in human nature. I've seen countless people enter casinos with burning enthusiasm, only to leave with empty wallets and hearts full of regret. A casino is not a charity. Its very design is rigged to make you lose more than you win. But if you can tame your inner demons and learn to sidestep its deadly traps, you can at least preserve your capital, maybe even walk away with a small gain. Below are 8 things you absolutely must not do in a casino, each distilled from costly lessons paid in cold, hard cash. These aren't empty sermons, but blood and tears wisdom gained from countless tables and bets. I hope you'll take them to heart. These tips aren't hollow preaching. They're hard-earned from endless wins and losses. First, never get blackout drunk in a casino. Many places, like Las Vegas, Atlantic City, or the Bahamas, offer free drinks. Whether you're at a slot machine or a blackjack table, as long as you're betting, smiling servers will bring you cocktails, beer, or even whiskey. This isn't kindness. They know alcohol clouds your judgment. The more you drink, the worse your decisions become, replacing calm strategies with recklessness. I learned this the hard way in the Bahamas. A group of us young guys went there on cheap airline tickets with tight budgets, about $100 each. My friend sat at a blackjack table, sipping free cocktails, and got on a hot streak, turning $100 into $1,500. I watched, heart pounding, urging him to cash out, but he drunkenly waved me off, saying his luck was hot. In less than half an hour, he lost not only his winnings, but his entire stake. Alcohol made his bets bolder than his chips, and he slunk away defeated. That taught me free drinks are poison bait. It's fine to enjoy a drink to relax, but never let alcohol take over your mind. When handling real money, sobriety is your first defense. Casinos are full of temptations, and alcohol is just one. If you can't control this, you're already veering off course. I've seen worse cases. A guy in Las Vegas plastered, bet his entire $5,000 winnings on one roulette spin and lost it all, sobbing when he sobered up. Another time, a middle-aged man, red-faced from drinking, stood at a baccarat table yelling, "I'll win it back," and lost $100,000 in one night, crying like a child in the hotel lobby the next day. Every free drink in a casino paves the way to your downfall. Remember, a slight buzz is enough. One sip more, and you're digging your own grave. A clear head is your first weapon against the casino. Lose it, and you're fighting unarmed. Second, never use a credit card to get cash in a casino. It's an expensive trap many novice gamblers fall into. The cashier will smile and hand you cash for your card, but the cost is outrageous. For example, withdrawing $500 might come with a 6% casino fee, plus 5% from your bank, totaling 11% extra. $55 gone before you even play. Then there's the high interest on credit card cash advances, often 15% to 25%. Imagine walking into a casino with $500 cash, and the cashier hands you only $445 to play with. Sound fair? Of course not. That's what credit card cash advances are. You're already playing a game stacked against you, with the casino's edge making wins unlikely, and these fees dig you deeper. I've seen too many people, short on cash, impulsively swipe their cards thinking they'll win big, only to end up in debt. In Las Vegas, I knew a guy, usually sharp, who lost big and swiped $10,000 on his card. Not only did he fail to win it back, he went home buried in debt, paying off his card for months. His story isn't unique. I saw a young guy in Vegas blow through a $5,000 credit limit, lose it all, and too scared to tell his family, turn to loan sharks, ending up with a broken family. ATMs, while not cheap, charge just $2 to $3, far less punishing. So, bring enough cash or stick to a strict budget. Never let your credit card be your last lifeline at the tables. Cash advances don't just cost money. They give you a false sense of security, making you spend more recklessly. Casinos love gamblers who borrow to lose, hoping you'll max out your card and sink into debt. Gambling is for entertainment, not for burning tomorrow's money to fill today's holes. Play with what you bring, and when it's gone, walk away. That's basic discipline. Next, never overbet and overstretch your funds. Gambling isn't about who's boldest, but who lasts longest. Say you're in Las Vegas for 5 days with a $500 budget. A smart player splits it into 5 $100 daily portions, ensuring fun each day without going bust overnight. But many hit the casino and go all in, dreaming of a quick fortune. I knew a guy who went to Vegas with $2,000 for a week. On the first night, he got cocky at a baccarat table, thinking he was on a roll, and lost it all in 2 hours, spending the rest of his trip sulking in his hotel. Casino games, especially slots, are wildly volatile, like a roller coaster. You need enough cash to ride out the lows and wait for rare big wins. There's a rule of thumb. For low-stakes slots, like 1 cent or 5 cent machines, bring 250 times your bet. For a 50-cent spin, you need $125 to last about 3 hours. Why 3 hours? Slots are fast, 500 to 600 spins an hour, and the odds favor losses, but 3 hours balances fun with the chance of hitting a big payout. For higher-stakes slots, like 25-cent or $1 machines, the casino edge is slightly lower, so 200 times your bet might suffice, but you still need a solid bankroll. Table games like blackjack or 3-card poker are slower, with 50 to 100 decisions per hour, so 50 times your bet is enough. For $5 blackjack, bring $250 to play steadily for 3 hours. If your total budget is $500, but you want to play $5 blackjack, plan for 2 days of focused 3-hour sessions, or you'll burn out fast. A friend of mine loved roulette and always swore to stick to a budget, but he'd overbet and lose everything in half a day. He eventually learned to split his funds daily, bringing only that day's share to the floor, walking away when it was gone. That curbed his overbetting habit. The casino is a money-eating beast. You feed it small bites, not your whole fish. I've seen an extreme case in Singapore. A guy with a $5,000 budget bet it all on baccarat the first day, hoping to double it, lost everything, and had to borrow money for a flight home. Overbetting not only bankrupts you fast, but wrecks your mindset, turning a calm player into a reckless fool. Play within your means, split your funds, and you'll last longer. Fourth, never chase your losses. This is one of the deadliest mistakes gamblers make. When luck sours and you lose more than planned, nothing going your way, you might get furious, feeling you must win it back. So you pull out more money, double your bets, even borrow to break even. In poker, this mindset is called going on tilt. I saw a pro poker player in a high-stakes game lose a huge pot to a river card reversal, his face turning ashen. He started betting wildly, blowing his entire night's profits. It's the same with other games, blackjack, roulette, or slots. Losses make you think the next one's mine. But chasing losses only sinks you deeper. I've been there. In Vegas, I played a game I knew well, expecting to lose about $150 based on math. That day, my luck was awful, and I lost $5,000. I knew it was just short-term variance, and my strategy was sound long-term, but I had to force myself to stop and accept the day's loss. Casinos are probability games. Anything can happen short-term, but math rules long-term. If you lose, admit it's not your day, pack up, and come back later. Don't let emotions drag you into the abyss. A gambling buddy of mine, young and broke, chased losses and lost his entire savings, racking up debt it took a decade to clear. He told me the key lesson. Only those who can afford to lose should gamble. Chasing losses doesn't just cost money. It robs your reason and can kill your love for gambling. I saw a worse case in Vegas. A man lost $100,000, borrowed from loan sharks to keep going, and ended up bankrupt, his family disowning him. The real danger isn't losing money, but the urge to win it back instantly. Accept defeat, preserve your strength, and you'll have a shot to recover. Fifth, be cautious with casino credit lines. This is controversial. Credit can be convenient for disciplined players, but if you're impulsive, steer clear. Casino credit lets you borrow to gamble. They check your bank, confirm your funds, and give you chips. Say you want $5,000 credit. They verify your account and hand you chips. You settle later with winnings, or a check within 30 days. Sounds easy, right? But if you lose and can't repay, you're in trouble. In Nevada, credit is like a check. If you default, they can deduct from your account. If it bounces, you could face felony charges or arrest. I knew a guy, usually sensible, who took $10,000 in credit, thinking he'd win big, lost it all, and had to sell his car to pay it back. Credit is a double-edged sword. Handy if used well, disastrous if not. If you're unsure of your control, stick to cash. It's safer. Casinos love borrowers who chase wins, hoping you'll sign unpayable debts. A friend in Vegas took $50,000 in credit, won a bit, got cocky, and kept betting, losing it all and more, ending up hiding from debt collectors in his hometown. Credit makes money feel free, but repayment stings. Don't let casinos trap you. Play with what cash you have and leave when it's gone. Sixth, never cheat in a casino, or even think about it. Casinos are surveillance fortresses. Every table, machine, and corner is watched by cameras. Cheating, like past posting in roulette, sneaking a bet after the outcome, is caught on HD footage. A friend saw someone at a craps table try a trick, placing chips in the betting area, claiming it was a bet if they won or a chip exchange if they lost. Cameras caught it instantly, and the casino invited him for a chat, sometimes calling the police. Others try swapping cards in games like three-card poker, thinking they can fool the dealer. But modern casinos use continuous shuffling machines that scan every card. If there's a big payout, the floor manager reviews the footage to ensure no cheating. I was stunned the first time I saw a shuffler's replay. It's sci-fi level tech. Cheating can get you blacklisted or arrested, not worth it. However, if a dealer makes a mistake, like overpaying in blackjack, you can keep it. That's their error. But active cheating? That's asking for trouble. In Vegas, I heard of a guy using fake chips in baccarat, caught on the spot, losing everything and facing a lawsuit, plus legal fees and a criminal record. Casinos aren't places to play clever. Their eyes are sharper than you think. Seventh, never take credits left on a slot machine. It seems minor, but the consequences can be serious. In places like Colorado, taking leftover slot credits, even 76 cents, is illegal. I read about a player who took a 76-cent ticket, played it, and got nabbed by security, ending up with a criminal record. It sounds absurd, but casinos are strict. Those credits belong to the casino or state. My habit is to hit the cash out button, place the ticket on top of the machine for cameras to see, and avoid trouble. Some people prowl for leftover credits, but it's unethical and can land you in court. Don't ruin your reputation for a few bucks. Play a clean machine. A friend in Vegas took a $50 ticket out of curiosity, got flagged by security, and though not prosecuted, was blacklisted from that casino. Casinos are stricter than you'd expect. Don't risk your future. Finally, never blame other players or dealers for your losses. A common casino scene is someone losing and lashing out at the dealer or table mates. In blackjack, people might call you an idiot for taking the dealer's bust card, even if you played by basic strategy. On a Florida casino cruise, I saw a clueless player make wild bets, accidentally helping the table win 5 hands in a row. Everyone was thrilled. But usually blaming others just sours the mood. Dealers only deal, machines are random, and outcomes are probability-driven. No one controls them. Once in Vegas, playing 3-card poker, a guy next to me lost big and yelled at the dealer, who just smiled and pointed at the shuffler, saying, "Blame this guy." Everyone laughed, tension eased. Another time at the Hard Rock in Vegas, during a packed concert night, a guy at my blackjack table lost a few hands and threatened to punch the dealer, a big guy, if he lost again. He did lose, lunged across the table, and the dealer tossed him to the floor until security arrived. It was the dumbest thing I've seen. Dealers just do their job. Your play decides your fate. I saw an even wilder case at a Vegas baccarat table. A player, blaming a tablemate for stealing his luck, nearly started a fight and got dragged out by security. Casinos amplify emotions. Blaming others for losses only makes you look worse. Control your temper, accept the game's ups and downs, and you'll show true gambler's grit. These 8 tips are my hard-won casino wisdom. A casino amplifies emotions, making you feel one step from riches, but every move tests your discipline and smarts. Master yourself, avoid these pitfalls, and you'll play longer and happier. Gambling's allure is its uncertainty, but that same uncertainty demands constant clarity. Next time you step into a casino, bring a sharp mind and steady heart, not as another broke cautionary tale. The casino isn't your enemy, nor your friend. It's a cold probability machine, waiting for you to challenge it with wisdom and discipline.